Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for choosing to watch my videos. If you're watching this for the first time, my name is Betty. Welcome to Betty AZ YouTube family. We are so glad you're here. For all the returning subscribers, thank you so much for always being there. I really appreciate you. Happy 2023. It's still a new year. This year is still very fresh. You know, when I go outside at night, I see some people, they haven't removed their Christmas decorations. And actually, even for me, I haven't removed I removed my lights, but some of the decorations, like my Christmas tree, is still up. So we are still enjoying Christmas over here. So it's a very fresh year. And you know, days are going by fast. You know, you realize before you know it, it'll be Christmas again. So we better enjoy the year. So I'm so happy you're here, and please, if you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. Let's keep growing together. So far so good. I cannot complain. God is good. God is the greatest. Some people have reached out to me and they ask me if you know, what's going on. People, they get worried. They ask, what's going on? Are you quitting YouTube? Are you planning to stop doing the videos? You're not bringing on videos as you used to. And I want to, this video, I'm gonna be very, 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 very honest with you guys. This is where you say unajimwaga, you know, unajitoa. I sorry if you don't understand Swahili, like kuitorora. That's Kikuyu. This is where you pour yourself out, like whatever is going on, you bring it out. So nothing bad is going on. I cannot say that anything bad is going on. All I can say is since I started working full time, it's becoming a challenge for me to be doing more videos. But then actually yesterday I thought about it, and right now as I'm doing this video, kids are still sleeping. It's it's actually 6 in the morning, and I had to come up with a strategy. And I thought, before we get up, before we start the day, that will be the best time for me to do the videos. Maybe you can tell my face is, you know, I sound weird because it's very early in the morning, and maybe my face, you know, because for me, when I wake up in the morning, like my eyes are puffy and stuff like that, because sometimes I don't get enough sleep. Especially now, I have some dry cough, and also my daughter, she's been having a lot of allergies. You know, it's understandable with all the daycare and stuff. They get sick one day, they get 1 week, the next week they're better, the next week they are sick again. I mean, like, oh my God, it is crazy, y'all. And yeah, those are the reasons why I'm not able to do as many videos as I used to, because sometimes it becomes very overwhelming. Working full-time and being a full-time content creator. Like for me, I cannot survive on YouTube income, so I have to go to work, and I have to work every day. And that is another thing that really makes you, by the end of the day, if I give you my schedule from morning to evening, oh my God, you just feel sorry for me because I'm all over the place. You know, you wake up in the morning, like now I got up at 5. For some reason, I couldn't sleep good. I guess because of the age. I'm getting old, guys. I couldn't sleep very good at last night, so I had to get up very early in the morning. I've already had breakfast, so I've already showered, as you can see, and ready. So after this video, I'm just gonna wake up the kids and have them ready. Darren go to school, Nyla go to daycare, and then I start my work. And then in the evening, we come back from work. I come back from work. I pick Nyla up. Darren, by the time we get home, Darren, the bus will be here. Darren will get home. And then I start making dinner, we start showers, we start homework, we start, oh my God. And it's like an everyday thing, only the weekends. And you know, like for the weekends, sometimes I'm working on Saturdays. If I have help, if I don't, most of the time I don't have help with the kids, so I don't work Saturdays. But then that's when you want to catch up with the kids and do activities. So I'm not complaining, but when I don't do videos, just understand, like, sometimes it can be very overwhelming on my end, and I really don't have the time. I, you know, I like it when I watch a lot of YouTube videos out there, and I see people, they really have time. Some people, especially like where I come from in Kenya, we have those content creators. All they do is creating content full time, and they have a lot of it. They are able to do a lot of videos because they have the time. And honestly speaking, guys, you cannot compare a mom, and I wouldn't even say a single mom. I would say a mom in the US and or in diaspora, and a mom who is back home. Like, for example, I mean, both content creators. For example, a mom who is a content creator back home, let's say, for example, all they're doing is YouTube videos. So they wake up in the morning, they have a house help or a nanny, and they don't even worry about cooking breakfast and preparing the kids. The nanny will take care of it. We've seen YouTubers who have even two nannies. Like, all they worry about is getting themselves up, showing up, saying hi to the kids. Are the kids fed? Are the kids this? Are the kids this? Like, they just ask, watoto wamekula? Are the kids okay? Everything is okay. Did you give them breakfast? Did you pack their lunch? Did you do this? They'll ask the nanny all those questions, and they will just walk the kids out. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they don't even have to get up, if they don't want to. And the nanny, everything is taken care of by the nanny. So while the mom here in the US, you have to do everything. Like, when the kids come back from school, the nanny has already cooked. You, as a YouTuber, all you do is to shower, go and make content. You get somebody to edit the videos for you. There's so much, you enjoy that luxury. And people don't realize, some people, they think just because you live in diaspora, you have all this luxury. There is a lot of luxury we don't enjoy. I'm not saying that people here don't have nannies, but come on, you can't compare. Even if you have a nanny here, the nanny is not going to do the same amount of job or the same kind of work that the nannies back home will do. Because nanny here, obviously, if I hire you to take care of my kids, your job is just to take care of my kid, is not to take care of me, And a lot of times you hire a nanny here, because people hire nannies, but they will just watch the kid. They can cook if they, not all of them, but some of them, they will actually refuse to cook for the whole family, and they will stick to their job description. If you're lucky, you get a nanny who will do the house chores, like laundry. I mean, I don't know. I've never hired a nanny here, but I don't think they do all the house chores for you like the nannies back home. So you cannot compare a YouTuber like me, who is here, with a YouTuber that is back home, that is being well taken care of by their nanny. Also, if you are a couple here, it becomes easier, because you're helping each other, but still it's not the same as back home, because you have seen YouTubers here who are married and they have their spouses, or they're not married, they have their partners. Not all of them that get supported doing the YouTube by their spouses. A lot of people here, they'll be like, no, that's your job. I'm not a YouTuber, period. You do your channel. It's your channel. You deal with it. But then back home, you find people have time. I don't know. I think people create time, especially if they are both depending on YouTube. And it pays, it pays. It's rewarding. It will give you the money. But you see, the amount that you get paid when you're in the US, let's say I'm making $1,000, which I'm making $1,000. Somebody can survive on $1,000 if they are in Africa, but somebody cannot survive on $1,000 if they're in the US. You get what I mean? And yeah, there's so many things you cannot compare. So when you are in diaspora, that doesn't mean that's it. Like your life is perfect up there. There are some challenges here and there. And I'm not saying that that is a good excuse, honestly, but I just wanted to show you guys that there are so many things that we miss. Like for me, I honestly say, if I'm home right now, with the amount I make here, even doing my job, or even like all my hassles, if I was home, I would have like two nannies and I would be bringing content after content, not worrying about anything. And then you realize when you're home, there is that social life, there is that joy that comes from seeing a lot of people, interacting with a lot of people. But here, most of the time, you're just hanging out by yourself, and it can become very lonely here. All you do, like for me, most of the time, I'm seeing. If I'm doing my job, I'm seeing the people who I'm working with, and I'm seeing my kids in the evening. I'm not seeing anybody else. I go back to the same routine, and it's not the same vibe. You know what I mean? It's not the same vibe. And so most of the time you're not even there, you're not in the mood. You know what I mean? Like you feel you're not even motivated because there's nothing to cheer you up. Like that's how I feel myself. Sometimes I get up and I'm like, I'm not even motivated. I don't feel like I'm in the mood to sit down and do video. I'm just like gonna lay down here and get up and go back to the same schedule. So it can be very challenging, you know, and especially let me tell you, people who are planning to bring their kids here, you win your green card. First of all, I would not advise anybody to leave their children back home. If you win your green card, and please do not ask me and say, hey Betty, is it not too hard? Even if it's hard, come and start life with your children. Don't leave your kids back home. You know what I mean? Don't win your green card and decide to leave your kids, because just because Betty told you it's a challenge, it's tough, that doesn't mean that you should leave your children back home when you win your green card. Come and start life with them. Don't let anybody tell you to leave your kids first. Come and then you go get. That's two hassles, you know. That's not advisable. I wouldn't say that. I would say find a way, find the money to bring your children with you, even if it's not easy, because it's not. I mean, not unless your kids are grown. If you have little ones that that need to be watched, they can be left at home. It can be a challenge, but guess what? It's doable. Like, look at me. I'm talking here. It's a challenge. It's tough. Sometimes I feel like I'm gonna lose it, you know, and sometimes it makes me feel I'm like so down there. Like I'm not even motivated. I'm not. Some days I wake up. You see, like today I'm all cheered up. I'm all happy. Some days I wake up and I just have a migraine because sometimes you don't sleep good. Sometimes you have so much to worry about. You have a lot of bills to worry about. I'm not saying out there people don't have bills, but there's that overwhelming part. So you get that part, but still you survive. You know what I mean? It's not that bad. It is tough, but it's doable. So I wouldn't tell anybody to leave their kids back home because they'll still grow. You know, kids grow. A day, for me, I always tell myself as a mother, what do I want to achieve at this point? Right now, I'm not competing with anybody. Right now, if you're building houses, if you are buying big cars and a lot of homes and stuff, I'm not competing with you. I'm not there yet because for now, my goal is to see my kids grow. For now, you know, that is the main purpose, you know, getting my bills paid, raising my children. If anything more comes, it's a blessing and I'll receive it, but I'm not competing with anybody. If you want to live a successful life as a parent, in diaspora, don't even want to compare yourself with people and compete with anybody. Let everybody have their own hustle and do, do what they got to do, and do what you have to do, because it's a lot. As long as you're waking up, you're paying your bills, and you're taking care of your children, that's the more, your family, because not all of us are single parents. That's a blessing. That's a blessing, whatever hustle you're doing. So don't leave your kids home, bring them. And here, kids joining school is not hard. You can come one week, and the next week the kids will enroll, depending with their school district. But like, it's not hard. Kids will just join school right away. And by the way, some people, they have asked me before, do they ask for like papers when kids have to join school? No, all they need to is like a birth certificate, their vaccine, and then you realize they need to be vaccinated more. Even when they come here, they have more vaccinations, because in this country they get a lot more vaccinations than back home. So those are the kind of stuff they need, like ID, which can be their passport. They don't look at the visa part, vaccinations, and their birth certificate. That's all. And then the kid will join school. It's not complicated at all. It's not even close to complicated. So don't worry about it. And yeah, those are the reasons why, guys, I haven't been very active on YouTube. I am planning with this my new with my what do I call it? With my new plan, I will be doing the videos in the morning. If I'm in a good mood, like today, I woke up and I feel fresh. I'm like, hey, I didn't sleep good, but here we go. I planned it. I'm gonna keep this promise of doing videos very early in the morning, and at least getting it out of the way. Because honestly speaking, I love doing content. This is not something that I feel forced. I don't feel like I have a reason to quit YouTube. Some days I feel like I can just shut down the channel and just not post any video and go private, like 100% private. But then then deep down I remind myself, no, I'm a YouTuber. I love doing it. I love doing content. This is something I can wake up to do. It's not even for the show. I do it because I love doing it. It's not even for the money. Of course, if the money comes, I would love and appreciate that. Who doesn't love money? But for me, it's one of those things I would do just because I love doing it. I really enjoy. And so I wouldn't quit. When I slow down, it's just because I have a reason to slow down. Right now, I'm praying God to open my doors and just show me the direction, because I'm at a point where I'm praying over some stuff, and we go through things. Even in diaspora, we go through some stuff, and sometimes you pray God, you ask God to give you direction and to give you that stability also, because in life we don't have everything. That's one thing that really bothers you. You find that you're not the only one that has something that is bothering you. And some people, they think, oh, I'm the only one. No, I like to talk myself, and I tell myself I cannot sink into like depression, because I pray not to. And for the people who come up and say, I'm so depressed, I'm so stressed out, don't judge them harshly, because people handle situations different. Like for me, as I told you, my situation being a single mom in the US, it's doable, but it's very challenging. It's very tough to balance both lives. Like taking care of the kids and working. It's actually one of the challenges that make me always say, I don't want more kids. I always say, I honestly don't want more kids. I love children. I can have as many children. I can even have 10 kids, but I just don't know how people do it. I guess everybody is different, but raising them by yourself, it becomes so difficult to a point where you are like, My goodness, no more, no more. Let me take care of the ones I have. I can't even have a pet, on top of what I have. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I am not whining about it. I'm just saying the reality of life. Sometimes we have to face life real. We have to talk about real life situations and how things are. So, yeah, I wouldn't quit YouTube. I don't want to ever quit YouTube. I want to share my life journey with you. I want to bring more content. And thank you for the people who check on me. Thank you for your encouragement. Thank you for your, if I haven't replied your messages, just know I'm not ignoring you. A lot of people, they inbox me, and they want like a conversation, like that friendship where we can have a lot of conversations. Sometimes I'm not able to like do that because I honestly don't I honestly sometimes don't even look at the messages because I get a lot of them. So don't be offended if I'm not able to reply all the messages. As I said, it can be very overwhelming when you have so much to do. Like for now, as soon as I leave here, I'm just gonna go get Nyla up, start getting her ready. It's time to go. We need to go. We need to eat breakfast, get Darren ready, have him ready, eat breakfast, time to go. And I'm not gonna come back until like 6 p.m. And from 6 p.m. it's time to cook, it's time to clean. I mean, like, guys, do you see what I mean? Can you compare me with a mother who is back home? Somebody in Kenya, I always tell my friends, I say, you guys are so lucky. Like, you just wake up, you have, well, I'm not saying people don't love their kids and they don't take care of them, but kids are not such a challenge, especially young ones. They're not such a challenge as here. I feel here, because of the rules and all these things, sometimes it can be something else. But you know what? We thank God. I cannot complain. I honestly love my kids, but I like to share the real life with you guys. And this video is not to scare anybody. So I don't want to hear somebody saying, Betty, you know what? Because of you saying that, I've decided not to bring my kids to the US. No! Look at my son. My son is 11 years old. And look at my daughter. She was born just the other day, right? You guys were here for the returning subscribers, you started seeing Nyla on YouTube when she was like 1 year old, and now she's 3 years old, and before you know it, she'll be 5. She'll be having her own YouTube channel. You can't imagine how they grow. Well, believe it or not, they grow fast. To a mother, to a parent, they don't seem like they grow fast, but they do grow fast. And so don't ever feel discouraged just because I'm saying that. Don't ever feel like, hey, where Betty, where apana, now I've changed my mind, I am not gonna bring these children. And by the way, for the people who take their kids back home, don't ever judge them harshly before you know why they have taken them back home, because there are so many reasons why people can decide to take their kids back home. I have been so tempted to take little Nyla back home, but then I remind myself that bond kind of disappears, and I really don't want to lose any bond with my kids. So yeah, and I feel so bad for the parents who their parents are here, the kids are back home, because honestly, there's that bond that kind of, you lose that bond, the kid, no, it's both parties, even the mom, the kid, it's not the same. You see, that tightness, that closeness is not the same. The kids become more attached to the one that is raising them back home, and they are not as close as to you as well. They catch up, but in the beginning it can be tough, And I want to tell you one thing. For me, I've thought many times, I'm like, I'm gonna take Nyla so that I'm able to do something at least. But then I'm thinking about how far she has come, and now she has gonna go back, start a new life again. And I tell myself, apana, let me just keep pushing it. In 2 years, she'll be going to school. They go to school here when they are like 5 years old, and it just goes fast. not as fast as we want to, but it goes. So anyway, guys, I don't want to take too long. I just wanted to explain the reason why I have been very active, but now expect more videos, because as I said, 6 o'clock, when you see me doing the video, just know it's 6 o'clock in the morning. As I can see, it's beautiful outside. Look how beautiful it is, guys. Look through the window. Very beautiful day outside. And take care of yourselves. God bless you. Subscribe if you haven't. Share my videos. And remember to download TapTap on your mobile phone. You download TapTap and use my promo code. Guys, you're still receiving $30 when you download and use promo code BettyAZ. Okay, so download TapTap if you're in the diaspora, Europe, US, Canada, Asia. Download TapTap Send on your phone. Use my promo code BettyAZ and get $30. You cannot imagine how many people downloaded TapTap in December. I am so like, whoa, a lot of people downloaded using promo code BettyAZ. Still, you're getting $30 to use my promo code. So go for it, guys. Thank you. Take care. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.